Good morning and thanks for tuning in today. Still on my weight loss challenge. I'm about day 21. I've only lost approximately 8 pounds, so not doing that great, but not that bad. I feel good. I feel better. Eating a lot less sugar and crap like that, so that's helping. But today I'm going to a party and I want to make sure there's enough food for me to eat, and since I'm trying to avoid carbs, I decided to make eggplant parm. I know they're going to have some grilled meats, so I wanted to make sure there were some vegetables there for me to eat. As you can see, I'm cutting up some onions, cutting up some carrots. This is for my sauce, and here you can take a good look at my sauce. As I let my sauce caramelize, my vegetables, my onions and carrots caramelize, I will start on my eggplant, slicing it probably about 1/4 of an inch thick to a 1/2 inch thick. I like my eggplant thick, but I also like to cook it well done, so it kind of making it a little thicker for overcooking it kind of works well. You don't want it too thin and to be overcooked, or too thick and to be undercooked. And here we go. Look at my sauce again as it's continuing to cook. My carrot, onions, and garlic is caramelizing nicely. And then next we'll move to the breading station. Flour, egg, breadcrumbs for my eggplant. And I will start narrating this as I cook. So enjoy. I like to keep the skin on the eggplant. I think it gives it a little bit of crunch. Some people like to take it off. That's fine. I don't soak my eggplant. Some people like to salt it and soak it in milk. I've seen that quite often. People feel as though it takes out the enzymes. Again, not too worried about that. All these old school American Italian songs remind me of working in a restaurant. We had a guy who used to go around the restaurant named Teddy, and he would sing while playing the guitar to people every Thursday night. It was a really nice guy. Passed away at this point, but he was great, very funny. Did all these songs and more. Hey, got a little respect. Hey, hey, hey. Shut up your face. What's the matter, you? Peppino. Okay. So I like to use things that are more like whole tomatoes, diced tomatoes. Because in the end, I'm going to actually blend this. You can blend it in different ways. You can use, I used to have the handhold blender, which was great. But I don't have that anymore, so I'll use probably the Cuisinart. You can use a regular blender. You might have to allow it to cool down a little bit. See, I'm really bad at measuring, so pepper. This is garlic salt. I'm going to put in some regular salt, but very little since I already put in some garlic salt. I don't have any fresh oregano or basil, too bad, so I will just use the dry stuff. Okay, as you can see, there's the seasonings on top. I will stir it in a moment. Wasn't too much. I would say no more than a teaspoon each. Okay, allow that to cook. Okay, so my tomato sauce is finally boiling. It's nice. What I'll do is I'll put it on the back burner, low. It's hot, not too hot. Okay, put this on here. Okay, so you can kind of see a little bit of oil there. My tomato sauce is cooking back here. I'll know when it's ready because that will start bubbling. Okay, you can see it's pretty much starting to boil from the little bit of tomato sauce I put in there. So I know it's getting hot. So, Mambo Italian. You know, since I'm working with oil, I should probably put on an apron. Since we're cooking Italian food, and my niece got me this. Yes, my niece got me this when she traveled to Italy. So I will put this on because, you know, it's an apron. What, you got a problem with an apron? You got a problem with work of art? It's kind of fun. Hey mambo, mambo Italiano, hey mambo, mambo. I wish I had those abs. Okay. Italia. The moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. It's amore. The moon. That's amore. That's amore. Song's over. Song's over. Stop singing. Young, a little girl. I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Whatever will be. So as you can see, I'm nearly done with all the dishes. I've got the whole place kind of cleaned up. Cooking my sauce. My stuff is in the oven and it's looking good. I'll have to take them out soon. Just like them to be well cooked. Italiano. Mambo Italiano, hey mambo. Mambo Italiano, hey mambo. Mambo Italiano. Okay, so I think my sauce has been cooking for about an hour. Maybe a little longer than an hour. See it there, there's my sauce. And so now what I'll do is, I think I'll blend it. So then I can start tasting it, see if everything's right. Just blend in the Cuisinart. It's nice and smooth now. Clean spoon. I'll give it a taste. Looking good. Okay, so what I'll do now, it's a pretty thick sauce, so I'm not going to cook it for 4 hours. So I need to put it onto my tray, so I will do a little bit on the bottom. I'll give it a little bit of olive oil, because when it cooks later, I just don't want it to stick. So that's all I'm doing. I'm coating the bottom of the pan. So I don't burn it to the bottom of the pan. Make sure I get all the corners. Okay, took them out of the oven. Gonna start loading them on. Okay, so I cut one in half, cut another one in half, put them in between. Could always cut these in half this way, just so it's easier to serve and stuff. Okay, so I did cut them in half. Did it with just a plastic spatula, so that was pretty good. Now I'll just kind of put my sauce on top. Sauce on top. When this cooks, it will come down. It'll spread out a little bit. But again, I don't want it smothered. I mean, regardless, it's still pretty smothered in it, but it's not going to be like crazy. Got all the sauce on there. Now I just need to I'm going to put grated cheese on there first. Get some flavors. I don't know how much regular cheese I'm going to have. So let's see. I like to use Parmesan and Pecorino Romano mixture. It's always my favorite. Okay, now I put the mozzarella. Try to put it on there evenly. Make sure you have enough for both containers, because you don't want it to run to the store twice. Don't be stingy on the cheese. I mean, it's called Parmesan for a reason. Okay, there we go. Now all we have to do is throw it in the oven. Really, since it's all warm already, just need to cook until it's melted. Eggplant's warm, everything looks good. And we now just finished cleaning up and we're good for the party. Mambo Italiano, hey mambo, mambo Italiano.